factor later on is that Costa Bila can use this.
Mid lane, we've got some shackles coming out. Draken getting into there, but he's taking a ton of damage here. It's Costa Bila coming in. It comes a roll as well. The Storm going to get one kill. The second goes down as well as very difficult. Oh dear, he does actually die to the poison afterwards as well. So wasn't able to keep himself alive afterwards, but still completely worth it as he soaks up the top. They have to move 3 heroes in as Matthew making his way around. They're looking for Hiko. They have the stomp, and Hiko's very much out to him. But Duster rolls in. They'll get on top of Prada here. Prada's dropping low. The chains are out. Who's going to die first? Hiko. He is going to take a fall. Meanwhile, Prada gets to the trees. Will not die to Duster. Duster needs to get himself away. He's got to roll in 5 seconds. As Duster tries to take him down, but in come the shackles. In come the right clicks as well. Duster rolling away the right clicks. It's enough. Rock comes out. Matthew goes, oh, a bounty rune. Thank you very much.
He may still get out.
Oh, Matthew. Yeah.
But the more realistic option is that, he just moved and canceled the channel. But they get another chance. They've smoked up.
Immediately here, yeah. And Hiko, once again, very far forward as in comes those terrifying shackles. Followed up with a stomp as well. He tries to get the trees off. A turn on top of them there. Hiko trying to get to the trees. Will be able to tree off. That's a nice job there. As it's going to be quite tricky to find him in the trees here. But they do make connection. There we go. The shackles do come off just about in time. And now they've got him pinned. Held down in the trees. Somehow makes it past that big fat Elder Titan. And the Astral, there we go. Brings it back in. Gets the kill onto Hiko there. So in the top lane they do. Being around lanes like a regen
medic prophet. I'm a big fan of that. Next up on
Duster could be in a bit of trouble. Yeah, the shackles are out once again and still in this metamorphosis one. In fact, it's actually a new metamorphosis coming off cooldown and immediately going for the aggressive plays. So Thunder Predator doing a remarkable job on working around this metamorphosis to find themselves lots of blood here in this top lane. Big old journey down to the bottom lane and then came back up again without hitting a creep at any single point, nor putting pressure on the tower. It seemed like a long waste of time to lose commander there. Meanwhile,
I think he didn't expect his tower to go down.
Phoenix in trouble. Renara still trying to play with Frank here, but back in the river. We've got Bardo in some trouble here as he is going to die to the poison. Meanwhile, Draken going for the TP out. Is there a roll? There is not, so the Dazzle will make his way out of the thing.
And now in mid lane, they find Prada. Flux comes out and he's not going to get the Echo Stomp off.
Nope, doesn't even stop before he dies. That's a sad story indeed, and there's pressure coming out onto the middle lane. A lot of kills coming out in this game as Frank TP's in. He couldn't protect his own tower, but can he protect the mid lane tower? There's a lot of actually as the Necronomicon coming out nice and early on here. I didn't want him to go for this Midas straight away, and that's exactly what worked.
So, much as how I'm sure you expected, Timbersaw was at half HP, and then it was a quick 1-2 punch of Wrath of Nature into
and Duster going for a little bench here. Stabila, is he already? Let's get the Magpies off, so Draken will have to come forward and get inside us because they're trying to turn around here, but I think he's probably in a bit of trouble. Prado in behind him here, the Racket coming through for the slow from Bardo. Stabila getting away and they get the turnaround kill. Stabila will go down, but Draken also fell here as Prado found himself a very well timed Invis rune, and they don't have any sight, so thank you very much. Gabe is but you know, yeah, he's getting there. He might be able to drop some snakes soon, but then again, you've also got Arc Warden on the team, which is very good at dealing with those snakes. You've got 2 extra heroes. Meanwhile, Prada getting run down, the roll comes in, and Duster will snipe it with the stone. Meanwhile, the smoke comes in onto Draken as well. You sure you'll have to TP into this one, my friend. In comes that sun, and there is no escaping this one. Draken going to go down the middle lane, and the Popsicle Kings certainly looking very royal right now as they're getting started on yet another tower. The momentum just gaining and Thunder Predator don't seem to have their answers just right now.
I'd like to thank Heidu Picole for realizing that we had an extended break at the beginning, and it was their fault, you know? They couldn't get a 5th player, and they're like, we'll make it up to you guys. We'll bum rush Thunder Predator and
given right now, and I feel like there's also, you know, a bit of space and taken off him as well as the Legion climbs up as well. But she's not going for some battles here. It's then getting beautiful shackles onto the Timber Sword at bottom. Stop him going for this Timber Chain. And it's taken a long time, but they are ripping through his fences. A 24 stacks of active armor and a Crimson Guard. He's healing more than she's damaging inside that door. 4 heroes now getting on top of him. They group up together, thwart the Shadow Wave. He's just not going down. Finally, come on, the Hex. He's going to get the Timber Chain. No way does he get out of this one. Finally, Frank puts an end to his shenanigans with that overwhelming odds, but good lord, that took a long time.
The real question is, what the hell was Recipe?
This vision back is saying they're actually going for a smoke now, so trying to put on even more pressure. It's the where's the turret they gone during this? All right, so he's just pushing out top. He's having a nice time. And yeah, Thunder Predator might find Hiko here. The smoke is revealed and Observer was put down. Hiko has no idea so far. Now they jump on top of him here with this blink on the Legion Commander. They do have a duel available. Will use it on to Hiko here as the split up comes in. They get one, they get two. A good fight for Thunder Predator so far, but in comes Lunaro. Is he scary enough to force back the side of Thunder Predator? He certainly is, but he gets distracted by these little snakes here that he seems to be trying to deny them off. And he gets one. He gets one. Oh, but now Bardo's in here as well to help.
You basically have to fight. It's obviously dependent on what kind of initiation the shaman.
They'll to travel just.
There you go.
Yeah, there it is. All there it is. Get into those trees. What's up, Coconut Boys? Let's push some towers. Let's get in here. Draken and Matthew on the high ground. Hoping to get a bit of defense in here. Tortornaro is just an absolute unit on this Timbersaw, sorry. Really not an enticing thought to try and stop this guy from hitting a tower, but you kind of got to. Where's this BKB? The BKB is out. Okay, we might have a fight on our hands. Attorney's just farming that bottom. Going to push that one out, but then he might get himself over here. Or he might not.
Radiant's middle tower.
That depends what he's feeling, you know?
They still have lift, so I guess they can buy some time, assuming the Dazzle doesn't. That's...
I think the damage here, there's a stone rolling through as well. We'll have to pop that mech, because they place down some spark rays. Alright, here's a Fortify. Where he is, they try and get the duel up, but it doesn't quite happen as Frank. That is the flame nail reveal. Now they've actually got the Timbersaw held down, but then it's going to take a long time to rip through this guy. He's just absolutely fine with that Crimson Guard. It's maybe getting a bit of damage off, but the evasion comes in from the Arc Warden, and nothing's actually going to die here as the sun is used to hold back the forces of Thunder Predator. Now that's your BKB gone, and that is your jewel gone, and they didn't get anything for it.
The dude had 51 armor with max reactive armor stacks and Crimson Guard on top of that. I don't know what, like there was some window where he was able to activate Crimson Guard between him getting slept and him getting dueled, which is very weird because I would have thought that Shaman would have been able to disable him in the meantime, but him being able to get that Crimson Guard off basically meant that it was impossible.
Unfortunately, Timbersaw's about to hit level 15 as well, which is going to mean another 5 rack time. They're trying to go in. The double duel with the Lotus here. It's double the stakes, but again, no one's going to go down. They can't kill the Timbersaw, especially with the bubbles coming out from the Arc Warden as well. So people are sent back once again, but will just come right back in again. They're just not scared. Do we have another duel soon? Another 31 seconds, but I'm not sure it's going to take that long. They take down the tower and now get started on the barracks as well. Still nobody on either team dropping. It's just a war of attrition right now, one which the Popsicle Kings are kind of winning. They will get the Aegis onto the Arc Warden there as they snipe off with a couple of long-range abilities, but range Rax is down. Your melee Rax looking in a similar position. As Draken comes in, trying to front line up on this Dazzle, but he's just not quite tanky enough just yet. He might be a Dazzle with all these lovely healing items and stuff, but he's still only got 1,300 HP to work with. And might not be enough. Just trying to use these stars, get the anti-armor, and they get the duel on the back lines. They've got the Arc Warden this time. Is it enough? Yes, it is. They do get the duel with Legion Commander trying to get herself away. Frank might just survive this with a flux. The right click from the illusion is going to be enough to bring down the Legion Commander. Remote front lines. Alright, going in, but a turn. He's chasing on foot. He's just going as a singular turret blade here, not as a metamorphosis one. Meanwhile, Prada will get blown down, but the double in the back lines with the overwhelming odds finds Duster and Bardo together, and Thunder Predator will defend, but the melee barracks, they're gonna die to creeps.
Go the
for the profit.
No, the
coconuts. They can't do it. They're all dead. They actually defend this barracks, which is very surprising. Lunaro, I'm assuming that Lunaro is done here.
That Rax makes it so easy to do it.
Yep, constantly being able to get through that back door. Meanwhile, Timbersaw may be caught out in the wrong lane, but we know how hard it is to get through this guy. If he does manage to get the Crimson Guard off again, double duel doesn't matter. 1 duel, 2 duel, 3 duel, 4 duel, it's all the same for Lunaro. Yeah, they managed to get someone inside. It's actually Costabile who's going to go down. The sun comes off. Can they turn around and push it? Yes, they can. Legion Commander is going to buff himself up and take it apart. The egg is cracked. Lunaro's still alive on the front lines. Do a ton of damage to Prada on the back lines there. The Elf side is going to get melted, but they're not interested in that tip, but they're interested in Hiko here. They will be able to get in. He actually turns the path into his teammate. They don't have an interrupt for the TP. Meanwhile, in comes the Grave. Duster just taken out on the sideline. Got too close. The big boys fighting it up. Lunaro ripping through with these terrors. Can they get taken down here? There's 3 heroes surrounding him, 3 cores surrounding him. Lunaro, though, he doesn't care. He just doesn't care. And he's going to timber chain his own way. See you later, guys. I'm bored of playing with you. Your racks are under attack. But, I mean, I've seen tanky timber swords a lot, especially in this patch, but this guy doesn't care about anybody. They've dueled him, they've tried everything, they can't bring him down, even when he seems to have the relatively low reactive armor stacks on him, but it just doesn't make a difference. He still just sits there.
Well, he has low reactive armor starts to start out, but they have no way of
duel in. This time they've got the Nature's Prophet. All right, they will get themselves another duel win. Now up to 62 damage on the Legion Commander. I don't know where she pulled this one out from, but there have been a lot.
They're looking like they want to try for Roche again, but Thunder Predator are more than willing to contest it at this stage of the game.
Tying it up, aren't they? But smokes up, thrown to the optical guys as they roll up onto the high ground here. It's very aggressive from Dust to the silence out on the other time, but popping that BKB actually coming forward all by himself, but his team are coming in behind. He's trying to blow up Dust, trying to blow up anybody, but of course that Crimson Guard just makes him feel remarkably tanky. Nara comes down the backline looking for Draken here. Draken has to back himself away. Meanwhile, Turner's just going in like a madman here. He's going to find the Phoenix, trying to get involved with that. We'll be able to take it down as Lanara gets in on that, gets the Chakram out. Meanwhile, high ground. They have managed to take down Costa Bielev. Frank found the wraparound with his teammates here. Matthew now gets the shackle onto Dust. They are trying to try out to turn this one around, but Dust is dropping so low, he's going to die. The turn getting in, once again popping out of these illusions to try and look for Hiko here, who has popped this BKB. Frank is chasing. They can't seem to find the gap close. Meanwhile, the Thunder comes out onto Duster as he buys back and dies immediately. In comes that poison onto Lanara. He's going to back himself out, and this is going to be a victory for Thunder Predator and maybe a Roche to go. Yeah, does see that. Oh man, some good entertainment coming out here from both teams. From the Predator.
Now they
oh boy, and you reckon? Oh, do they have a break? They're getting through. They're getting through. Oh, they've got enough. The double damage comes through. Lanara finally gets a dual victory, and down goes Dust on the sidelines as well, just for good measure. A little side dish of Duster that everybody wants for dinner as they head into the Roche pit now. And this is going to be their dessert, a nice Roshan pudding with some Aegis and cheese glaze.
I don't really know what the best course of action for picole is now, because at this point, everything is not the option. Yeah, I mean, I guess it is split push, but they have ways of dealing with it. You see this Elder Titan on the top lane. He is more than capable of being able to deal with the split push situation. Assuming it's not the Arc Ward.
There's a shackle into Phoenix here as Gospela's illusion comes in from behind, but they will just blow up the Phoenix. Matthew onto the low ground. They actually get a beautiful little shallow grave off there to keep him alive, so they actually...
Oh, he's looking.
No one really cares.
I don't think they can kill him.
Oh, actually, he's only got 5 reactive armor stacks. He's actually going to go down really quickly here. The shackles come out, and they will be able to blow up that hero. That's a beautiful job there, holding on to that Sunder, not using your supports as a free salve. You know, when you're Terrorblade and you're low health, you always like look at your supports, and all you see is, you know, in films, whenever someone's really hungry, they use something as food. Yeah, sneak it up on them. Oh, Jewel comes out in the middle lane. Especially with your Jaws theme there as Dusty gets blown up in the mid lane. And Thunder Predator all of a sudden have full control over this game.
It's really good to use some much needed match damage to slice through this.
In she goes. Oh, Duster in the exact same place as before. Not even a contest. I think there's such a thing as learning a lesson here, perhaps, but. So I get a pair of graves here.
Well, he sends in his BKB Tempest double, and it's killing Prada.
Double time.
But
that grave comes out though. I can also take him to the Nature's Ra, and the Terrorblade is ahead of him now on net worth as well, so they're not even doing enough. But they're looking for a turn here as a roll forward comes in from Dust. Is not going to follow as well. In comes a Shiva's Guard. A turn going to have to force to pop that BKB. In comes Payako as well. The ward trap coming down onto Cosmobile. They're blown up immediately. Fires back instantly. Hiko. Oh no, he tries to go for the trees, but he already forced forwards on a turn. Hiko going to get to the trees. Meanwhile, Phoenix turned into a chicken, but unfortunately Matthew is just going to get beaten down by Bardo and by the Prophet. Well, no, now into this fight on the Timber. He's going to rip through. Duster, though, just dies on the sidelines. As Frank now fighting into Lunari. He doesn't look so tanky anymore. He is going to drop. Meanwhile, Costabile's illusion trying to fight it up. Prada in the trees as well. Absolutely fine. And Thunder Predator just really not losing anything here as Hiko TPs into the mid lane here to try and get some push coming on this tower.
Prada's onto him.
Dummy is, in comes the anti-armor. Matthew here as well, going to throw down the shackles. Draken joining the party. Why not? Make room this kid. There's one more guy coming in as the air shocks will finish him off. Illusion sent to the high ground now to get some push on the tower, but another buyback comes in from the Timbersaw, and they're going to be happy with this on the side of not even close. And they'll leave this cheese. Oh no, they won't. They will come back.
I've been seeing so many teams leave cheese. It drives me crazy.
And response to this. Yeah, Timbersaw, not sure that's the guy you want going first. He doesn't really have any kind of lockdown to start this fight off with.
They're going in.
Yeah,
Top
one
racks,
snake's
lift
dropped.
rated.
Yeah, so
duel.
this drop. The tower, I think, might still be going down here. I don't know, need a couple more hits. The snakes, yeah, they will do the job because the fight is going on in the middle lane here. So Naro turning to a chicken, but Atun just getting started on the barracks. Well, there goes the Purge coming off onto him. He's just dealing so much damage into Lanara here. They are going to throw down this bubble to keep it alive a little bit longer. There's the next one. Oh, they don't seem to have another bubble, so the raid tracks are going to fall. Atun still just happy to sit up here on the high ground. No, not really mind.
Well, whatever. They take a Rax, and they take 2 range tracks. As Shadow Shaman initiates onto a Tempest Double. Draken now.
Getting them good.
Done, so they can match the pace of this Tempest Double in top lane.
Meanwhile, Frank actually goes godlike here, and his BKB TPs away after he kills off Hiko. Yeah, this game rapidly getting out of hand. They're going to need something a little bit more than what they're given so far on the side of headed picole. Wolves on the high ground, immediately within D-ward range, but the bottom lane now being pushed in. The top and mid already taken care of both towers. And they get started the next one, of course. So Bubble's going to make things a little bit slower, but there's no real opportunity for initiation, which just means that it's slowing down the inevitable, really. What can they find to start off these fights? How can they do it? And they jump in with the Buccaneer Legion, getting a lot of work done. Atun could be in trouble here. Did use the Sunder, but has got the 25 talent now, and did choose to go for that Thunder cooldown. So they will just kill off the Arc Warden Illusion. That's going to be 300 gold for Atun. Now to the high ground once again.
He's under like no pressure to use his BKB until the second life.
Yep, and he's just sitting inside the chakram like, yeah, this is okay. It's okay. And quickly pick off that range barracks. Another day, another Thunder. Just going to take it this time. Atun still just getting to work. He's just hitting it. There's nothing to stop him doing this right now. Hiko now respawns and Thunder Prayers to get themselves away. Did Draken just move away from him though?
It was the Orchid.
Oh, the Orchid. Okay.
Yeah, it's Silver.
Even Dusty jumps in. Not too sure about this one, to be honest with me.
Frank's jumping in on the other side.
Mega Creeps have been taken though. Get him, boys! Get him, boys!
Just giving him more reactive armor stacks faster than ever.
Yeah, it was kind of funny, so we'll let him.
To me, it was always like, by the time you're level 25 as Legion, do dual damage victories, do dual victories even come that frequently? Hiko. My man wanted bounty runs.
Giving it for the cause. Viva la Radiant.
Oh, he does not have buyback.
Viva la Icicle. Unfortunately, he may have overcommitted to this one. Who TPs for runes up? But anyway.
Maybe one of his teammates needed buyback. Yeah, see, look, Arc Warden's 700 gold away. Okay. In theory, if he got all 4 bounty runes, then Arc Warden could have had buyback.
Does he have the infinite TP turn? No, it doesn't. Minus 25% cooldown reduction.
Again, Thunder Predator really need to be asleep at the wheel to give them a chance of Hated Picole coming back into the end.
How do you survive AoE press the attack crit? Oh my god! Look at this guy just hiding in the damage. Luckily the evasion is there inside the bubble. The Upward Illusion won't be so lucky. So no one comes in, but a duel on the back lines of Phoenix saved by the bubble for now, but never mind. The Escalating comes in and finishes the job. Meanwhile, in comes the Timbersaw, and Atun is not here. Doesn't have the Thunder to work with. Just turning around, dishing in the damage. The double damage. Terrorblade is here to fight. They want to buy back on this Timbersaw right now. They actually TPs into the back here, but the double snakes are doing it. A pressure on the Shadow Shaman will end the game. Yeah, it is the Thunder Predator victory after all, as they turn the game around.